Happy birthday to you. A birthday celebration is incomplete without a birthday cake. If you've ever wanted to learn how to decorate a birthday cake, this video is for you. In this video, you're going to learn how to decorate a birthday cake which you can make for your loved ones. First, let me talk you through all the things that you need to achieve your goal of a fully decorated cake. You need a turntable, and also here I'm using a non-slip mat, cake board. You need some cake, buttercream, and you need a tool that is called a buttercream smoother. You're going to use the buttercream smoother to smoothen the top and edges of your cake. You need a palette knife which you're going to use to apply the buttercream to your cake. First thing, apply a small amount of buttercream to your cake board and spread it round. This is going to act like a sort of glue and stick your cake to the cake board. In this video, I'm using my delicious confetti cake, which is a cake that has sprinkles. I have lots of cake tutorials, so if you're not sure which cake recipe to use, check out the description section. So you want to apply a layer of buttercream to the top of your cake, smoothing it. So you can see that I'm simultaneously turning the turntable as I smoothen the top of the cake, and this is how you get a nice finish on the top of your cake. Now, I don't like to use a lot of buttercream in the cake layers, but if you want to be a bit more generous, you can be. Here I'm using American buttercream, which is super easy to make, and I've got a tutorial which should be showing up at the top of your screen. And here I'm showing you what you want to do is you want to have the top of your cake actually at the bottom, because the bottom of your cake has a nice flat top which makes a better structure. Now we've stacked our cake layer, we're going to be applying buttercream around the edges of the cake. This is what we call a crumb coat. So a crumb coat is your first layer of buttercream, and it essentially locks all the crumbs of the cake in, so that when you then apply the next layer, you'll have a blank canvas to work in. So once you've applied a thin layer, you just want to use the edge of the palette knife to just gently smooth and scrape it off. Now, you're not trying to cover the entire cake. That will come later on. You're just putting the first layer of buttercream, and then once you're done with that, you're going to put it in the fridge and allow to set. And then you'll start to layer up and add more buttercream. So after this stage, I put it in the fridge for about 20 minutes. And here you can see that the buttercream has set nicely. So you have a blank canvas to then add your different layer of buttercream. So at this stage, if you're using colored buttercream, you can start to apply the colored buttercream. Or if you're using the same color white like I'm using, then you just apply. Now you can see that I'm applying a much more thicker coating of buttercream, because the aim of these next coat is to entirely cover your cake. As a beginner, I would advise that you go layer by layer, and what I mean by that is you apply your first layer with your palette knife, and then you're going to use the smoother to smoothing it to get a nice finish. And then once you've done that, you can put it in the fridge to set and then apply the next layer until you're happy with the result. So here I'm using the buttercream smoother to just gently smooth the edge of the cake. Now you want to apply light but firm pressure. If it's too much pressure, you're going to brush off all the buttercream, and that's not what you want. You can also see that I clean the buttercream smoother after each pass and make sure it's nice and clean for each pass. If you've missed any edges or any edges that's uneven, apply some more buttercream, and then again using the smoother, gently just smoothing the cake Here I'm just showing you in detail how gently I'm holding the smoother at a 45-degree angle, and I'm turning the turntable simultaneously. And you do the same thing for the top, applying your layer of buttercream, and then you're going to smooth that out. Now, if you haven't subscribed to Dr. Mummy Cakes channel, let me tell you, you are missing out on lots of great cake decorating tutorials that will help you not only make yummy cakes but also decorate your cakes. So you should subscribe and click on all notification button so that you know every time I post a new video. Back to our cake decorating, and this is the final coating that I'm going to do to smoothen the edges of my cake. And once I'm done with the finished product, I put it in the cake to set, and voila, look how pleased I am with my finished cake. And this is how happy you will be when you have decorated your cake at home. So this cake is a blank canvas for you to decorate as you please. If the edges of your cake boards have been smeared with buttercream, you can use a paper towel to just give it a gentle clean around the edges, but you've got to be careful not to mess up your buttercream when doing that. And then the next thing that you need to do is have fun with the decorating process. So here I'm just using some Skittles to decorate, and you can see I'm also using a plastic topper to decorate the top of your cake. So that's all that there is to it. I'm sure you'll agree that you can do this yourself at home and decorate a cake that looks amazing. If you've got any questions, drop me a line in the comment section. And don't forget, you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook. Whatever you do, make sure you enjoy the process of making amazing and delicious cake. Happy baking, and see you next time. And if you're a subscriber to Dr. Mummy Cakes channel, thank you. Happy baking.